This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, Jasper Community Arts will host 15 art classes this winter. The Jasper-Pfaffenweiler Sister Cities Partnership unveiled a new logo. And it was a very special weekend for two dogs at the Dubois County Humane Society as Ann Powell and Zach Gruber visit the Dubois County Humane Society. Kurt Guxell looks at sports. Ann Powell has the weather forecast, followed by WJTS Inform. All this and more coming up on the 18 WJTS News. Good evening, I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. The Sister Cities partnership between Jasper and Pfaffenweiler unveiled a new logo on Monday. With more, here's news correspondent Zach Gruber.
Yesterday afternoon, the public gathered at the Jasper Parklands as the Sister Cities partnership between Jasper and Pfaffenweiler showed off a brand new logo. Dr. Ross Halverson, Jasper High School's German language teacher, explains how the new logo came about.
A year ago, we decided that we should probably look for a new logo, and it was confirmed this summer that both Pfaffenweiler and Jasper did indeed want to have a new logo design, and so we decided to go for a competition where people from Pfaffenweiler and Jasper could submit ideas on what they wanted the logo to look like.
After 2 months and over 60 designs submitted, representatives from Jasper and Pfaffenweiler, Germany, were able to choose a logo. After a voting process, Tracy Lori was the designer of the winning logo. Lori received $500. Halverson says that it wasn't a long process to get a new logo, as it was more difficult to figure out how to vote on one.
What was probably the most difficult thing to do was figure out how the voting should be done, to tell you the truth, because you can vote in so many different ways. Trying to come to a consensus of how we should vote, what would make the most sense and what would be the most efficient between a 6-hour time difference between Pfaffenweiler and Jasper.
After some tweaks and changes from the original design that both Lori and the Sister Cities could both be happy with, they now have a new logo that Halverson says that they really enjoy.
I like it. I think it's really versatile. I think it uses the space wisely. I think it represents well the partnership. And what I said during the presentation, I think it represents the quality of the partnership that we have between Pfaffenweiler and Jasper.
From the Jasper Parklands, I'm Zach Gruber.
Thank you, Zach. To learn more about Jasper and its sister city, Pfaffenweiler, head to jasperindiana.gov. A Jasper man is facing drug charges after a weekend traffic stop. Huntingburg police pulled over 43-year-old John R. Clevedence at 6th and Jackson Streets around 2:11 Sunday morning. Clevedence allegedly gave an incorrect spelling of his name to police. After learning he was a habitual traffic violator, police report finding drug paraphernalia and a legend drug. Clevedence was booked into the Dubois County Security Center on felony counts of driving while classified as a habitual traffic violator for life, unlawful possession of a legend drug and syringe, and misdemeanor counts of false informing and possession of paraphernalia. A Petersburg man was arrested in Lagodi on Monday on disorderly conduct charges. Lagodi police arrested 29-year-old Seth Nimal Hill of Petersburg on Monday. Nimal Hill was charged with disorderly conduct and lodged into the Martin County Security Center. Now, Lagodi police want to remind the public that all individuals are innocent until proven guilty. Jasper Community Arts will host 15 art classes this winter at Jasper Art Center and the Satellite Art Space, located in the lower level of the Jasper Municipal Swimming Pool. The classes include working with clay, wheel throwing, slime, paint, glue, masks, pottery, drawing, mosaics, watercolor, and woodworking. Complete information about these workshops can be found on our website, WJTS.tv. Enrollment is limited for all of these workshops and is on a first-come, first-served basis. There are 3 ways to register: online at jasperarts.carzizio.com or by phone, 812-482-3070, 482-3070, Or you can email, or you can mail that is, by sending a completed registration form and payment to 951 College Avenue, Jasper, Indiana, 47546. Registration forms can be found online at jasperarts.org. Registration deadline is Friday, the 24th of January. Jasper Community Arts is a department of the City of Jasper and is funded in part by Friends of the Arts, the Indiana Arts Commission, and the National Endowment for the Arts. The St. Meinrad Parish is celebrating feast day of its patron, St. Meinrad, on January 19th. Mass will be celebrated at 9:30 a.m. Central Time, followed by a parish social and complimentary breakfast in the St. Meinrad Community Center. Pastor and OSB Father Anthony Vinson is giving the feast day homily on the life of St. Meinrad. The feast day celebration includes a media display of local, regional, and international service initiatives by historic St. Boniface Catholic Church and the St. Meinrad Catholic Church in Spencer County. A few other activities include door prizes sponsored by the Parish Heritage, Fundraising, and Marketing Commission. Everyone is welcome to attend. Now, area guests of 6 or more are asked to RSVP by Wednesday, January 15th. To RSVP or for more information, call the parish office at 812-357-5533, 357-5533, or visit smcatholic.church/contact-us. The Indiana General Assembly's 2020 legislative session is officially underway at the State House. Lawmakers met for the first time this year at the State House on Monday. Now, Senate Republicans will focus on the following initiatives during the 2020 legislative session. Increasing healthcare cross-transparency. Senate Republicans believe that price transparency is the first step and will support efforts to provide transparency. This includes creating an all-payer claims database and eliminating surprise billing. Holding K-12 schools harmless for 2019 iLearn test results. Senate Republicans will support legislation that will hold K through 12 and teachers harmless for lower scores. Reducing government debt. Indiana revenue is performing above projections. This means the state has some unexpected one-time cash on hand that can be used to cash projects or fund projects. Lawmakers will support efforts to pay for capital projects approved in the 2020-2021 budget with cash in order to save taxpayers millions of dollars in interest payments. And raising the smoking and vaping age to 21. Although the federal government recently rose the age to 21, taking action at state level ensures that Indiana is taking steps in preventing Hoosiers from starting an unhealthy habit that costs the state and businesses millions of dollars every year. The General Assembly's 2020 legislative session is expected to last through mid-March. Now, State Senator Mark Messmer will begin his weekly visit to WJTS for WJTS Inform programs starting this Friday. Related, the Indiana Governor's Office has opened the door to potentially boosting school funding and teacher pay after weeks of refuting any plans on such action until next year. Republican Governor Eric Holcomb didn't give any details Monday of what he would propose during his annual State of the State speech next week, while a top legislative Democrat promised his party would push for more school funding in the wake of a November rally that drew several thousand teachers to the State House. That has been a look at news. Stay tuned. Zach Ruber pays his weekly visit to the Du Bois County Humane Society. Then it's your local outlook and weather forecast with Ann Powell on 18 WJTS. Then Kurt Guxell steps in with sports. We're local people watching local people.